Hey everyone, this is Mr. Pig. I was just thinking, as crazy as I was in elementary, I might have been even worse in high school and in college. Not worse like behavior-wise, getting in trouble, but just some of the crazy things I tried to do. Let me say this too. If you saw my other video about grade school, you have to understand I lived in a tough neighborhood, man. I grew up off of 19th Avenue in Southern. It's known as the Lindo Park area. Having it on my shirt, it has such an impact on me because in my neighborhood you have to be tough. Not about fighting, you have to be mentally tough. If you got out of there, you probably became successful because it was just a tough place to be. So I get to high school, and I just continued, man. I remember standing up on the desk in the middle of a Spanish class and telling off the Spanish teacher. I got into it with coaches, man. The authority thing was, if you didn't respect me, then I wasn't going to respect you. I just didn't care. And so I got in all kinds of trouble, man. I just didn't care. I was ridiculous. I really was. Where I really started to show out was in sports. Now, I'm known as a trash talker. And when I say trash talk, I have no boundaries. I would look in the stands and say, man, too bad your mom came today. She's going to wish, that she had a different kid because I'm just going to dog you, man. I'm going to put 30 on you or whatever. Or I dunk on somebody and just stare at them all the way down the court and then look at their girlfriend. Just silly things, And to me, it was all part of the game. I was just trying to get you out your game. But that's offensive. People wouldn't try to fight me and stuff. And I just did, man. I had this thing about roasting people and bagging on people again. Back in the old days, we did that a lot. To the point where we had these epic sessions in the cafeteria. They would record them that we were so good, man. We just would talk stuff about each other. It was all in fun. Those never resulted in any fights, but it was just, crazy stuff. But the principals and the security guards all knew me very well because I was always into something. I remember one time when I was in Maryville, man, I got into it with this guy, this football player guy. He was talking stuff. And, we were just wrestling, messing around. He was a big dude, like a tight end type guy. And I was, 6'1", 6'2", but I was a skinny dude. But that's the other reason why people would mess with me, man, is they see me be a skinny guy and they figure, okay, we mess with a skinny dude. Okay, yeah, good luck with that. So this dude, man, and I didn't even think about it. Before you knew it, I had him in the sleeper hold, and this dude was out cold. Man, security guard dragged me to the office, man. I was like, man, I didn't mean that. I didn't think that was going to happen. I didn't even know I had that skill. I just saw somebody do it once, and I tried it, But that was me, man, just always getting into stuff, and a lot of it, again, was boredom. I get my work done. Honestly, I didn't like high school. High school was one of those places, man, where, because I wasn't, and look, I know, back then I wasn't as smooth and as good looking as I am now. Back in the day, man, they called me all kinds of, they called me Black Yoda, they called me a porch monkey, they called me Gummy, they told me I was a Black Grinch. Anything you could think of that was dark-skinned and funny-looking, that's who Sebastian Payton was. That's me, And so I kind of leaned into it. Every Halloween, and man, if you've never seen this show, you gotta go check it out. It was a show called Living Color, man, one of the best shows of all time. Keenen Ivory Wayans had his brothers and all these comedians on it, people like Jim Carrey, some of the best comedians you ever heard of on this show. There was a character on there called Homie the Clown. Oh, they messed up and showed me that. Homie the Clown was this dude. He was a black dude, and he was dressed like a clown. He was bald head. Well, no, I don't know if he's bald head, he had a wig. But Homie the Clown had a sock full of, I don't know what. But they messed up. So I got me a sock and dressed up as Homie the Clown. I must have put every sock I could find that wasn't a basketball sock. I didn't mess with my good basketball socks, but all my other socks I stuck in there. And so Homie the Clown would say stuff. He would say something to you, and if he didn't like what you said, he would be like, "Homie, don't play that," and go like this. And then bust you in the head with the sock. So for Halloween, I ran around finding all the people that got on my nerves. I didn't care if you were a girl or a guy, and I was busting people in the head with this sock. So, of course, security got wind of it, so I'm running around the hallways ducking them. I'm in a gigantic clown outfit. So I had on a clown outfit. I think I had on the Afro wig. I'm pretty sure I had on the Afro wig. I can't remember. But I had this sock. The sock is what mattered. I was jacking people up. I was hitting them in the back of the head, hitting them in the face. I did not care. I was hitting people in the stomach, and I would take off on them, whatever. Here I was again, I'm in high school, future college athlete, honor student, hitting people in the head with a sock. And that's just, like, that's what I was doing. I don't know why I did that stuff. I don't know. It just seemed like the thing to do. I get to college, it just kept on going. So in college, the thing was, I played college basketball. So when we would go to the opposing team's school, oh, I loved that. I would go talk stuff to the crowd, get right in their crowd, get in their face. Man, this stuff would have been on YouTube if it was going on now. I mean, I was into people. Because here's the thing, I was a good player, but I was unselfish. My thing was getting my teams involved. If you talk stuff to me, though, I would just go off. And I was a shooter. I would get hot, and, hit 4 or 5 threes in a row, dunk on somebody, let you know about it. And then I like playing D, so I would get into you. I kind of was like a Gary Payton type guy, maybe, I didn't, even though we had the same last name, I would get into people and get in like that. But, I mean, again, people want to fight me after the game, tell me, how we going to find you? And I'm thinking, man, it's just part of the game. But I would take it so far with talking stuff. I talk stuff to my teammates. My first season at Yavapai College, I fought like 6 dudes. And at some point, team captain, man, a real cool cat named Taylor. Taylor was like, man, coach, what's up with this guy? And they told him, said, man, look, this dude, he's on a different level of hungry. And so the reason why that's a story, because a lot of people don't know, I got kicked off my basketball team as a senior. I was one of the best players coming back in the state of Arizona. Now I get to play. So when I got a scholarship and played, I knew it could be my last chance. So I went hard. I went so hard that I got in my teammates' face that they didn't play hard. Now, when I say these were team fights, if you played on a team, you know what I'm talking about. It's not the kind of fight where afterwards you don't like each other and stuff like that. It was one of those, in the heat of the moment, you have to fight, and it's like, man, my bad. I shouldn't have took it that far. Give him a Gatorade or, give him a pound, and you cool usually. One of the most famous fights I had was with one of my really good friends. I'm still in contact with him today. My man, Igor Budimski. Igor was from Yugoslavia, what used to be Yugoslavia, and now is Croatia and Serbia. And he was 6'10", about 240. I was maybe 185 with a full stomach, 6'5". And Igor, man, after a game, didn't get a lot of rebounds, man. He had like 4 rebounds. I'm like, look, man, you need to get more rebounds. He's like, man, shut up. Man, I'm trying my best. I said, you ain't trying your best. You're a big old chump from Europe, and you need to do better now. I had 10 rebounds, you had 4. He said, shut up, or I'm going to knock you out. And I was like, yeah, whatever, punk. And that dude hit me, and I'm telling you, I went down, I said, if I'm alive, because I didn't know if the dude's going to kill me, he was that big. But if I'm alive, I'm getting you. Man, we started scrapping. I'm grabbing, I'm punching him in the chest, and so I'm trying to get a couple shots in the head. He's so big, he's just standing like, really, dude? So at some point, I get a chair. Now, this is how dumb I am. I get a folding chair and try to hit Igor with it. Igor took the chair, folded it up, and put me in the sleeper hole. And he said, you cool? You cool, Seb? He used to call me Seb Dog. You cool, Seb Dog? And, man, I'm so glad Igor was a cool dude because he could have really hurt me that day. Well, I get back to the dorm, and Igor is in my roommate's room sad that he beat me up. He's sad and he beat me up. I'm the one who started the fight. After that, me and Igor talked, and what I ended up telling him, I said, look, man, you're a big guy, man. Just use your size to affect the game. We became 2 of the best friends I had, 2 of the best teammates, I should say, on that team. And like I said, we're still in contact today. In 2022, we played with each other back in 1992. We are still friends to this day. He's one of my good friends, man. He's a very successful man in Europe. And he's so cool, man. But I was just a crazy dude. I didn't care how big he was. I figured I got to go at him. I got to try to make him better. So, that's just me, man. And I'm sharing this because, again, I'm just reflecting on where I am now in life. Here I am, an educator, a counselor, someone who's trying to lead young people. And the reason why I have so much insight to some of the troubled kids is because I was a troubled kid. And I wasn't troubled because, I had I did drugs or anything like that, but I had a rough life. We didn't have much money, and I was acting out with some of those things. And so I'm just grateful that people like Igor and some of these other people that I've met throughout those trials saw that I was a good guy anyway. So again, I'm just sharing this stuff with you guys so you can have some context for who I am as a content creator, as an author, as a teacher. As you can see, I got my students back here behind me. And I just have loved every minute of being an educator, whether it be coach or teacher. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it gave you some kind of value. Please like the video and consider subscribing to my channel. Everybody have a great day.